What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? What's the deal? What is the deal? What is the deal? Let me see here. Get things shut up real quick. Get my headphones on so I can hear the chat. Turn that up, turn that up, turn that up, turn that up. Okay, you're looking good now, right? Okay, we good. Okay, we good. What up, what up, what up? What's going on? Man, that parlay we did yesterday, that motherfucker got smoked. But the plays though, man, most of the plays, like if you a straight betting man, shit, you talking about some unders, man, motherfucking man, I hit some nice ones yesterday, man. Zubak plus money, double double. Kata double double plus money. Um, Plus money for the two threes. Now, if Klingon would have hit that third three for that plus 1100, that would have been lit, right? Uh, um, um, what's the kid's name? Chris Dunn. His two threes and his points. I don't know what I was thinking about with the points. Like I took his points on Prize Picks and went 3 or 4 on the Prize Picks joint. It was only at 9.5. That was free cheese, but the two threes was sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. You said unders parlay. You got to get them straights in. I know you probably be getting them in. If you don't, got to get them in. Got to. Bro. Got to. Got to. Got to. Got to. Straight up. But, it is what it is, right? Um, I think we got 5 or 6 games today. I didn't really dive deep into them. Was getting ready to look at the injury news. Going forward for the rest of the week, man, I'm gonna be busy as I mean, my son's gonna have 8th grade night, Thursday, work, Friday, birthday, Saturday. It's a lot coming up for me, man. Uh, it's a lot coming up for me this week. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it as far as recording and or streaming and stuff like that. But I'll get it. I'll figure it out. We will figure it out. I did ask Jackson for their plays, right? So let's take a look and see what Jackson likes here. They like the Pacers 5.5 plus versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Interesting. Evan Mobley over 17.5 points. I like that, right? Uh, they like Jaren Jackson Jr. over 1.5 threes made. I can nowhere, shape, form, or fashion can't talk you off of that. Anthony Davis over 24.5. Efficient line here. Very efficient line. 24.5. Very efficient. But I don't know if I'd take the under there. So Tyler Hero, 19.5 points and assists. I don't know if I'll be going there. So I think he's been out for a while. So we'll see, right? What is it, 19.5? We'll see. Yeah, that's it. Those are recommendations right there. So it is what it is with that. Injury news. We do know Jared Allen, Dean Wade questionable, but Spider is out. We know that. Ben Mathurin, Isaiah Jackson is out, right? Suggs doubtful. Keyshawn George continues to be out. Ruin Reeves continues to be out. Herb, he's questionable. Keep an eye on Herb's situation. Tyler Hero, he's questionable. Jaime Jaquez is questionable. Keep an eye on that situation. Terrence Shannon Jr., Victor Wembanyama is questionable. John Morant questionable, and Vince Williams questionable. And then Coward is out, right? So it's a lot of injury news going on here and there. Keegan Murray is out. PJ Washington is doubtful. So it's a lot. It's a lot going on, but we could probably pretty much, find a clear pathway into things. So we'll see what's going to happen, okay? We will. All right. Mo Bamba waived by the Raptors. First game on the docket here. Like I said, I don't have too much, but we got 234 over under in this one here. Orlando 7.5 point spreads here, right? Listen, Anthony Black, he's been baller, right? 1.5 threes, he's over in 8 of 10. That's a parlay. I mean, not a parlay piece. You can get it on -127 on Novig if you like that. Points and or threes or assists at 4.5. I could talk you off any one of them, right? I will put his points plus assists to the side because I'm undecided, right? I'll just put undecided there. Undecided for the points plus 3 situation. Bane, he can pop off at any second. Give me that parlay piece right there at 1.5 threes. Give me that as a parlay piece. But the 2.5 threes for him is a plus 168 if you want to get there. Be my guest. I'm putting that to the side for sure. Bane can pop off at any given time. You know what I'm saying? He played 19 minutes versus his team last time. Might have got hurt. I don't know. He did have 5 assists that game. His assists are in play. His points are in play. His threes are in play. Whatever, right? Rebounds and assists, probably sitting at 10.5. At 9.5 rebounds and assists, that's another play that could be in play as well. Tristan Silva, I don't know what I would do with him, truth be told. Paulo Banchero, yeah, right? His points plus rebounds, all that's in play, okay? The usage is there for him. He's giving these boys around 30 points a game for the last 3. 3 threes or better made in his last 3, including the one lone game that he played versus them this year. 11 rebounds, the double-double. The double-double looking at -110 right now. What I will do here is, like I said, I'll be undecided, but I'll put his points plus rebounds to the side where he's over in 3 of straight versus them. And in general, he's over this in 4 straight games, the points plus rebounds. So lean there. Paulo's definitely in play. Could be a chalky situation today. Who knows? Whatever. Could definitely be a chalky situation when it looks like these plays for these plays here. Wendell Carter. I've always liked the spots bigs versus. I've always liked the spot as far as bigs, versus especially scoring points, right? So bigs versus Washington. When you're looking at the points there, Washington top 10 of giving up points to the center position on the season. They are Washington number 4 and giving up rebounds to the center position. So, it is what it is. They top 10 and giving up threes to the center position. So, like I said, they've given up, the butt to centers and shit like that. Versus Washington here, this one game he played this season. This boy here, he didn't. So Washington, double. So Wendell Carter's coming off 2 double-doubles here. So if you want to, you get a double-double for him at plus 185. The 3 ball is in play for him as well. You get 1.5 threes from him at plus 188 in places. So I'll put his points plus rebounds to the side. and I'll keep it moving. Threes are in play. CJ, Orlando guards have been finding ways to get busy on Orlando. So it is what it is with that. His assist prop is so low that he could get there. I couldn't talk you off of that, right? CJ's numbers are in play. Trey Johnson, his numbers are in play as well, right? He's taking a decent amount of shots. It's 14.5. Don't know if I want to get there, but I can see instances where he can get there, right? And if you're looking at off the bench, if you're looking at Bub Carrington, that 1.5 threes has been a wagon for him. He hasn't gotten there in the last 2 games, so that's something to take a look at. But you look at the matchups versus Brooklyn and versus Minnesota. 2 teams that they garner a little bit of defense there, right? So his points prop is sitting at 9.5. I couldn't talk you off neither one of those there, right? I couldn't, right? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I would just like to see him at least get up minutes in the 20s, right? Last game versus Minnesota, he only had 17 minutes. So Bub Carrington, I couldn't talk off his points. Coulibaly there, his points are sitting at 9.5. His points are in play. Points plus rebounds are in play as well. Points plus rebounds lately, he's over this line in 5 of his last 7 games. So 15.5 points plus rebounds are in play for Bilal Coulibaly. Okay. I can't mess with Middleton right now. 8.5 points are very, very enticing. It's a true 50-50 shot that he gets there, but is he capable? Yes. And Sarr, the 1-3, I like it. It's just the volume hasn't been there for him personally. He hasn't been taking a lot of threes, right? So the 1-3 is a parlay piece. I mean, but when you're talking is that 2. If he's gonna really, really take the 2, right? So I don't know if I'll get to him or not. So might take a rain check on that. And then you got somebody like what's the name backing him up, and Marvin Bagley here. Marvin Bagley is somebody that can come in off the bench and actually get busy, especially on the 8.5 point line. So keep an eye out on this team. If you want to live bet this Washington team, they 7.5 point dogs here. If you want to live bet this Washington team, you can, because we've been seeing some strange shit lately. Look at Philly last night. They went out there and laid a fucking egg against a spineless Nuggets team. That was crazy as hell. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And then coming off the bench at the 4, you can also take a look at Justice Champagnie, right? He's pretty decent rebounder coming off the bench. His line is efficient at 6.5. He's got 6 rebounds or better in 9 of his last 10 games. Coming off the bench, he will give you a 3 or so. 1-3 for him is a minus 150. That's a decent little parlay piece if you want to get there. And the 8.5 points. They got a lot of guys on their team that can hit they little point line, but truth be told, the fact of the matter is, will they hit it, right? So moving towards Cleveland and Indiana, that Washington and Orlando games, decent game for a same game parlay. I do like Paulo in that one for sure. Cleveland, Indiana, no Spider Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell, whatever you want to call it. So I'll be looking at Darius, man, and Evan, man, straight up. Jared Allen's questionable. I imagine he's going to go. If not, it is what it is. It's a good rebounding spot for Jared Allen if he goes. He's coming off 3 straight games with 10 rebounds apiece there. 2 of those games were double-doubles. Double-double for him at plus 125. Evan Mobley, 2 of his last 3 games, he's had double-digit rebounds. And one of those games, he had a double-double. Interesting. But he's back to his old minutes right there. 32 minutes in back-to-back games here. This is not the greatest rebounding team here. This is not. So At the end of the day here, it steals a block sitting at 2.5. He's over that line in 4 straight games with 3 field steals and blocks apiece. And he's over that block line in 4 straight games. So you can tell he's just about healthy as to where he wants to be at. Points sitting at 20.5. Rebounds sitting at 9.5. Points plus rebounds sitting at 30.5. I think it's something you should consider here, right? I think this is something you should consider. I would track that as points plus rebounds, undecided, whichever one. The double-double sitting at minus 116. I can see instances where he gets there as well. Whatever you want to look at for Evan Mobley, be my guess. On the backside here, Darius Garland, we definitely like Darius Garland at 23. He's definitely gonna, have the usage for sure. So I wouldn't be surprised if you just took, him and Mobley, it just, rolled out like that. You could also look at his assists at 8.5, double-double at plus 188, or you could take the 10 assists for him at plus 189. So it's a multitude of ways that you can, you could back Darius Garland here. But I don't mind his points, his threes, whatever the case may be, the usage and shot attempts. All of that's going to be there for Darius Garland. On the backside, Lonzo Ball. We don't have lines for him, but keep an eye out for his lines because he might get maybe a 3.5, maybe a 4.5 assist line, and he might get a few more minutes today, and that might be something that you can look at there on the back end. Not the greatest rebounder team, Indiana, so I don't know how the starting lineup going to be. I would rather Jalen Tyson be starting at the 3. And if he would be starting at the 3, then I'll definitely be looking at the rebounds for him. And Dean Wade, the 1.5 threes, I like that. On the Indy side, if Allen doesn't go, then Thomas Bryant to get a few more extra minutes. Okay, so that's somebody else that you want to probably take a look at, or just keep in mind that's how the rotation is going to go. Andrew Nembhard. He's got 19 points or better in 3 straight games. Sometimes it can be weary chasing his threes, but he is over in 6 of 7. You can hit the 3 on this Cleveland team. So I don't mind the 1.5 threes, points and or 1.5 threes, right along with the assists. Okay, so all of that is very well much in play for him. Backing him up would be T.J. McConnell. He could come right back in off the bench and just keep the good point guard play going, right? So he's a guy who could step into fold and hit his assist as well. Johnny Furphy, I'm not really messing with him. Aaron Naismith, we can look at his threes. I don't mind his threes there. We can look at his threes, and he's just coming off a game, with 25-point game with 5 for 11 for 3, so he's got the green light for 3, and he could help spread this defense out. So I don't mind the 3 here for Aaron Naismith. I'll put that to the side. 2.5 threes. Pascal Siakam should have the usage, 24.5 points. Like I said, I can't talk you off of it. I like it, and I like it. He's gave them 25 points or better in both games this season. The usage should be there for him. I like it, right? And or the 1.5 3. So I'll track it over there. Pascal points. I probably wouldn't take the under with no damn, what's the boy name? Mathurin. And I mean, are they starting Potter? I guess, right? Okay, what about Huff? As far as those two, Potter and Huff, I would need a little bit more time to think about this situation. But, man, you'll get 2 threes for Huff at plus 182. You guys know I like the value. Last time these two teams played, he had 3 threes and 15 points. Huff. Los Angeles Lakers at Pelicans, right? So, love this spot for Luka. Definitely do. Keep an eye out on Herb Jones. Luka's giving them 24 and 34 points, 4 threes, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists last time these two played. One second, y'all. My fault, y'all. I had to send a text message. He done took this. He had in his classes, and my son, and he done took that. He gets out of school early now for this for going forward, and now you need a ride every day, boy. Okay, Luka. Right. So look, Luka's numbers, I can't talk you off of them. They so high, whatever the case may be, whatever, right? Whatever you want to do with them. Marcus Smart, the 1.5 3 parlay piece is a yes for me, right? It just is what it is. Last time he had a bad game versus them, he went 1 for 10, right? He went 1 for 10. But 1.5 threes is a parlay piece for me. It's a yes. The 13.5 points for Jake LaRavia. Went up against his old team in back-to-back games, gave him 21 and 26 points, 3 and 6 3, 3 and 4 threes. That was nice, right? Going up against this team here, the 1.5 threes, I don't mind it. The points, I don't mind it, right? He's playing 37. Last 3 games, he's played 38, 37, and 34 minutes. Last 2 games, he's taken double-digit shots. Average double-digit shots in his last 4. 13.5 points is not a real possibility. You could take his points, you could take his threes, whichever one. They need somebody to shoot the ball outside of LeBron and Luka. Speaking of LeBron and Luka, LeBron 23 points are in play, right? It is. 23 points is in play here. Actually, the double-double and the assists are in play as well for him and Luka, right? So you'll get a double-double for LeBron at plus 320. I'm going to have to sprinkle on that, right? Then if you want to look at the assists, you could actually get 10 assists for LeBron at plus 456. So if you're looking at a double-double, the thing about that with the double-double, he could get to the double-double in a multitude of ways, whether it's rebounds and or assists, right? Last time these two teams played, he didn't have no rebounds. He had 8 assists. Oh, he hasn't faced them this year. Oh, okay. LeBron liable to bust their ass today, boy. What's a triple-double? Plus 2,800? I might end up spending a little change on LeBron today. I might go, because look, his rebounds are 5.5. 10 rebounds for him is plus 800. I can ladder him up to 10, and I can spend a few dollars, man. I can ladder his rebounds up to 10 too, right? And see what I can get out of his ass. Don't even care about his points. Truthfully, the value is on his rebounds and assists. Rebounds and assists for him sitting at 12.5. He's over in back-to-back games. So what I'm going to do for him, I'm going to put the rebounds and assists to the side, lean. That's where the value's at, if you ask me. That's where the value's at. Let's take a look at, how about we go over to the cheat sheet, then we go to New Orleans. I could go for back to back and forth though, right? New Orleans Pelicans, assists to the point guard position, paint points, 3-point attempts there. You got to make them. Assists to the point guard position for the Lakers. Shooting guard position, New Orleans Pelicans getting beat up. That'll be somebody like Smart, right? That'll be somebody like Smart. So, Smart, okay. Small forward position. Both of these teams not the greatest defensively versus the small forward position. That could be Luka. That could be Luka. That could be LeBron, and that could be LaRavia. That could be either one of those guys, right? It just depends on how they decide to defend these guys. Power forwards. That'll probably be Zion or some shit like that. New Orleans Pelicans, rebounds, points, rebounds, and assists. Center. Okay. Okay. Yeah. DeAndre Ayton is in a beautiful spot here, right? He just got to make the best of his situation, man. I could put his points to the rebounds to the side. What's the totals of this game? 243.5. Damn, he's in a good spot here, boy. Are you going to make the best of it, though, sir? Straight up, man. Or do you just take his rebounds at, 9.5? His rebounds at 8.5. So you get some value if you want to get up to 10 at plus 124. Yeah, right. I like this spot for him. Look at this, what the center's been doing in the rebound category. They've been getting busy, right? Ware 12, Klingon 15, Towns 12, Ogadaro 10, Williams 13, 9 for Jared Allen, 17 for Anthony Davis, Iverson going 11, right? And yeah, so yeah, I like it. I do. The Pelicans, point guards have been looking pretty good there, right? I'm going to need to know who's going to be in. Suggs out. I need to know if Sadiq Bey out. Herb Jones questionable. I definitely wouldn't want to know if Herb Jones is going to be in. Fierce 26, 29, 22. Gave the Lakers 19 and 21 points. He's played good versus the Lakers. And defensively versus the point guard, Lakers ain't been. And he hit 4 threes. Last game, his three sitting at a half a three. Lean, right? Small lean. I'll put small lean down there. At 12.5. Small lean. 3.5 assists, though. Man. I have to lean towards the over on that shit. 3.5 assists. He's over in 3 of his last 4 games. That was versus the Knicks, Chicago, Portland. Knicks, Chicago, Portland. I wouldn't take the under here, man. There's some good value there. I'll just say, I'll just take a lean there. I'll take a lean there. Trey Murphy is back on fire from 3. 1.5, 2.5 threes in 4 straight, 20.5 points. Last time we seen him, we gave him 35 points plus rebounds, PRAs or threes, or points plus threes. Herb Jones. Not too much worried about Herb Jones from a usage standpoint. He'll be pretty much be in there for defensive purposes. If he plays, he hasn't played since the 22nd. With the volume, Trey Murphy points are in play. I wouldn't take the under. Points and or threes. I'll track it as points. Herb Jones, like whatever, it would be a rain check for me. Zion, usage percentage. Let me see. One filter by minutes, filter figures, one filter. Usage percentage. Let's go more than 27%. 27% and see what we can come up with. So this season, players with more than a 27 power force, more than 27% usage rate are over their points line in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their last 6 games versus them. So Zion points are in play. So, I mean, this game shapes up to be a same game parlay atmosphere, right? Let's just keep it funky. All right. Derek Queen. And that's what I'm going to end up. I'm probably going to end up looking at this game. How I'm going to end up looking at this game. Trey Murphy. Let me see. Jordan Poole. He's got lines out. 26, 29, 24 minutes. Herb ain't been playing, and that's going to muck the minutes up for sure. So I'll have to see, right? But I know him not playing, I don't know, man. We'll see. And then Alvarado. But Herb not playing. Slotting in, he can come back and slot in for Sadiq Bey, and things can kind of be still on the same track, right? So, okay. And Herb might not play full minutes anyway, so, you know, it is what it is. And then that's Jose Alvarado. That little 2.5 assists for him as a parlay piece could be in play. All right. San Antonio and Memphis there. San Antonio and Memphis. Wemby is questionable for this one, I believe. So let's see. Suggs, Mambo has been waived. Wemby questionable, Vassell out. Okay. Fox. Love this spot for Fox though, right? Points. Last night I think I seen 20, 21. It said 22. I still like it there. I can see him, I can see him getting busy in this game, right? But I can see him also hitting his assists and stuff like that, right? As you can see, they're giving up assists to the point guard position. They're giving up threes. They're also giving up points. That's points plus assists. You could also look at the points plus assists. And when it comes to assists, when you're looking at the point guards, you could also looking at Stephen Castle, right? He'll be running the 2, but he'll be having ball handling duties a lot like a point guard. So you could kind of like look at these numbers right here for somebody like Castle as well. Castle's assists is sitting at 7.5, and then Fox assists sit at 5.5. So it's kind of weird. Now you just got to figure out how and who you're going to bet on. Julian Champagnie He can rebound the ball. Okay. He hit this line back-to-back games here. So I guess he's starting, right? You know he can hit the three, sitting at 2.5. This points line, they giving up this points line heavy to this position. It's only sitting at 11.5. It's 3 straight games. He's taken 13 shots or better in 3 straight games. And then you could look at his rebounds too, or you could look at his points plus rebounds. Double-double is plus 750, bro. Plus 750 for a double-double. He flirted with one here versus Indy. He got it here versus Portland. Damn, plus 750 for a double-double. Man, I'm going to have to put his points to the rebounds to the side. I'm going to put his points to the rebounds to the side and just write down tremendous value. Tremendous value for a double-double. All right. Now, 10 rebounds for him is at plus 630. The double-double going to only push it to plus, it just went up to plus 800, right? So, you know, he's going to have to get rebounds to hit this double-double. Now, you can let's say, well, I'll just take the 10 rebounds at plus 630, and because he can go out here and do this, right? He can go out there and get you. He probably go out there and get you 10 rebounds and 8 points or some shit like that, or 8 rebounds and 9 points. So if you want to ladder him up to 10 rebounds, then I can see you doing that too. If you want to ladder him up to 10 rebounds and just say F the double-double, right? Or play the double-double all with it. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not even trying to get you to, I'm not even trying to get you to, I'm not trying to get you to go there, right? But he can rebound the ball. I think his brother's a better rebounder, though. But he had 18 rebound chances versus Portland, right? 33 minutes. Here versus New York Knicks, he played 36 minutes, only 9 rebound chances. And then he jumped in the assist category too, where right now his 1.5 assists is plus 120. 4 assists for him is a plus 1,000. So it's some shit going on around here right now, right? So, I mean, what I don't know. I mean, hey, like I said, there's no Vassell. You get Dylan Harper playing minutes. His points prop is at 11.5. I couldn't talk you off of that. 4 of his last 5 games, he's taking double-digit shot attempts. That's enough for him to get to his points prop. Then you got Keldon Johnson, who his rebound sitting at 9.5, bro. Wait a minute. Keldon Johnson's rebound sitting at 5.5. I'm sorry. And here's a guy that can go out here and rebound the ball as well. Now Memphis, they ain't the greatest rebounding team, but we trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure it out, right? Because if I go to the cheat sheet, I haven't looked at it. Let me take a look at that Memphis team, that Memphis cheat sheet, right? And I'm kind of trying to look at it in the sense from rebounds and assists and shit. So here's Memphis on this side. Defensively, 3-pointers made to the point guard position. How about shooting guards? Rebounds, right? Rebounds, San Antonio can give up some rebounds, whatever, but rebounds, right? In the green, 3-pointers made, all that shit, right? Small forward, rebounds, look at that. Rebounds, assists, 3-point attempts, Okay, rebounds, assists, 3-point attempts. That's motherfucker like champagne right there. Rebounds, and we already contemplating on his double, triple. So you feel what I'm saying, right? I know you feel me. Power forward. Points, rebounds, threes, attempted, threes made, and points in the paint, right? And then centers, assists, whatever. That's Wemby territory. So we know what that means. So at the end of the day, on spots for these guys are, they're there, right? You're gonna get somebody like Keldon Johnson that can come in and back up to 4. You could get somebody who could Harper could come in and get the 3 and shit like that. So without Vassell, the usage gets a little bit concentrated, right? Wemby is going to be Wemby. 2 threes for him at plus 135. That's pretty good value there, right? That's pretty good value. Here's a guy that can shoot over anybody. Literally, right? Anybody. He's hit his 1.5 3 versus Memphis in every game except for 1, right? So he's got double-digit rebounds versus Memphis in every game except for 2. So at the end of the day, it's Wemby, bro. Like, what do you want me to say, right? You don't need me to tell you any of that shit. It's just Wemby is Wemby. Listen, the Miami and Minnesota. Oh, you know what? Let me go back because I didn't even talk about Memphis. And Memphis, they're dealing with the injury. They caught the injury bug. One thing I can say is we can look at Memphis for the 3. Now, I'm not looking at Ja for the 3, but there might be an instance where Ja can take the 3, especially with trees down there like Wemby, right? Him not going to the paint or something like that. Ja's hit that 1.5 3 at plus 185 in every game except for 1 versus his team. He's dropped dimes on them, but those are different years. He hadn't faced them this year. He hadn't. Don't know if he's going to play, but I think he probably does play. But they're dealing with a bunch of injuries because Vince Williams, he's been out. I think he's probably on the way back. Coward is out. He's a pretty good rebounder to be a guard / forward, whatever. And then the rest of all these injuries. Like, they dealing with some hellified injuries. So, you can hit the threes on the Grizzlies, but the Spurs have to do a little bit more digging. Spencer, he'll be starting, right? Here's a guy that can drop some dimes and stuff like that. The 3-point category for him, he's been pretty much off and not getting minutes, and not getting a lot of shot attempts up from beyond the arc as of late. But as you can see, he was getting busy in certain instances. And then, like I said, Vince Williams, he hadn't played since December 17th, so he's on the way back. He might play today because they very well need him today, because that would, instead of Cam Spencer, that would have been Cedric Coward right there, right? So Coward is out, and Coward had been, he had been rebounding the ball well. I would have been interested in his rebounds in some shape, form, or fashion. 2.5 rebounds for Cam Spencer, I don't know. But Jalen Wells, he's been letting that 1.5 3 fly as a parlay piece. I like that. Jaren Jackson Jr., 1.5 3 as a parlay piece. I like that. And I also like Jock Landau. The 1 3 as a parlay piece. If you think he can squeeze out 2, you're going to get it at plus 185, which is doable. And versus this team, he hasn't been hitting it. And then you'll also get Santi Aldama. We'll see how the starting lineup is going to shake up. But Santi Aldama can come in and let it ride. That 1.5 3 is in play for him as a parlay piece, as well as his points as well. But the 1.5 3 just seems like, something that I wouldn't be opposed to getting to in a parlay. The Miami and Minnesota game is a game that I didn't even really. I don't know if I even got any interest in this game, man. Straight up, man. And to save some time, I'll probably just keep it moving. I could do a spot glance like Tyler Hero. He hadn't played since the ninth. His points plus rebounds or points plus assists or whatever is sitting at 19 and a half. That's something you could take a look at. Norman Powell, he should be able to hit the three. 2 of his last 3 games, he's hit 7 threes or better. So, it is what it is. They just played this team too, though, but I mean, it's not my favorite. The 1.5 threes for Wiggins is a yes for me. Wait a minute. Yeah. I like it. It's a yes for me. I do like that. I'm always like the 1.5 for Wiggins. And Bam Adebayo, that 1-3, I can talk about that 1-3 for him. And I don't know. Wait a minute. Wait. Khalil Ware, I don't know how they're going to do the starting lineup. Don't give me the line. Also, yeah, they might push him back to the bench then. Okay, that'll probably push, right, with Tyler Hero back, that'll push, what's the kid's name? Khalil Ware back to the bench. And the 1.5 threes for Khalil Ware, I would really like to pull the trigger on that at plus money. Probably get it at plus 150 across the board. Let's see. Track that. Let me see. We don't have line. Oh, Caesar's got a plus 167. MGM 165. Fanatics 155. I'm interested in taking a stab at that. Going up against this team, maybe having to pull Gobert out now, but with let me see. Let me flip this back over. So if Adebayo want to get a little bit aggressive from beyond the arc, him being the starting center, that 1-3 for him, I like it. Right, parlay piece, I like it. That 1-3 for him, going up against Gobert. I mean, Anthony Edwards is in play, but the rest of these guys, I'm not even. One second, y'all. Let me answer this real quick. Yeah. Hello. Hello. What up, dog? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll hit you back in a minute. Mm. Yeah, so Julius, I need a little more time, right? Now the double-double or the rebounds, I don't know about the 12.5 rebounds, man, for Rudy Gobert. What about double-double minus 120? I don't know, man. I don't know. I need a little bit more time with this game, right? Last game on the docket here. Mavericks at Kings. And haven't been betting on Cooper Flag that much. But, I've been seeing a few more assists here and there, and a few more passes here and there. 36-57. I like that. 37, but I still don't think I can get to his 5.5 assists, even though it's in play. The rebounds could be in play. The double-double, not the double-double. Lately, his last 3 games has been kind of disappointing in the scoring category. It's hard for me to trust what's going on right now. Max Christie, the threes, I don't mind him, right? I don't mind him. I probably still won't go there, but I don't mind him. The 1.5 3, maybe in parlay piece, but right now I don't mind the 2.5. I mean, I don't mind the threes, but I'm not going there. He's the one who's been scoring, man. 12 shots are better in 4 straight games. Points per sitting at 12.5, and then 25, 18, and 24. Okay, we'll see. We will. Marshall. With PJ Washington being doubtful, 12.5, I like it. I do. 12.5, I like it. And then with Zach LaVine being back, well, not even Zach LaVine being back, but Zach LaVine being back makes the defense a little bit more suspect than it already was. He's just not a good defensive player. Then DeMar DeRozan would probably be at the 3 as like another guy that's not good defensively, right? But Anthony Davis, then Daniel Gafford, that's how they've been starting. So we'll see. If Najee Marshall is at the 3, I really like his points prop. Okay, I really do, especially with no Keegan Murray. So that's how we're gonna look at that. I can go without PJ Washington, and without PJ Washington this season, 15, 18, 18, and 9, 18, 28, right? So he's been doing very good without PJ Washington, and that will be the situation today. Anthony Davis, the way this team, the way is rostered is set up right now, and I feel like this line is efficient, right? So I can't take the under on him, right? But it's efficient. I don't think I'll get there. But what I would do is, I mean, he's got 30-point upside. I know that. I would put efficient line. And then, truth be told, I'll probably fuck around and still go there. Because, I mean, come on. Versus Sacramento. Who would he see? Some Precious Achua? He might go upside his head today, right? So, I mean, 232 over under. What about the rebounds? Okay, 11.5. I guess. Daniel Gafford. It's been a decent source of points versus Sacramento, for centers here. So with Anthony Davis in the lineup, there is a way where he can get there, right? And get to his rebounds. Going up against Houston, he had to see Steven Adams, I want to say, and he did have 8 rebounds. He'll see the rookie today, and I couldn't talk you off of it here, right? His points or points plus rebounds. Don't know which one I would do. I would take his fantasy score, though. I definitely would. He blocks shots, right? Steals, blocks. What I would do here, I would take his fantasy score on one of these pick'em sites. I would, truth be told, right? You could look at his points plus rebounds and stuff too. I like that, right? It's just me. I wanted to get a little bit more upside, right? Get a couple blocks in there because those are 3 apiece, a steal. And then, boom, hopefully see what his fantasy score is at. Speaking of fantasy score, I could take a look at it right now. And I could just go straight to it here and go to Gafford here. $22 fantasy score is a yes for me. Even if he don't get there, he's over in 3 or 4. 22 fantasy score. You get 3 points for a block. 3 points for a steal. He get a steal and a block. That's what? 6 points. That'll bring it down to about 17. Or if he get 3 steals plus blocks, that's 9. Then you cruising, right? So it's a efficient fantasy score, but I like it, right? Taking a look here. What has he been doing? What, 9, 8, 17? Oh, he played 19 minutes last game. What was the scenario last game? No, Anthony Davis played that game. He did. His minutes is creeping up. He played 25 on. I don't know. Truth be, I need to see. But let me see something. That's 2 blocks. That was 6 points. 6 points here. This was 3 blocks and a steal. That was 12 fantasy score. Okay. So, whatever. How about versus Sacramento? 11 points, 7 rebounds, and assists, a block and a steal. I'll figure it out. I will. Russell Westbrook, That 13.5, I've been playing this 13.5, right? And I'm not afraid to go back to the well, but you do have Levine back into the fold, right? He played the first game back. Levine played 35 minutes. That was versus Milwaukee, a team that they wanted to trade him to. So we'll see. I'm not really too much fucking with him right now either. I'm not, but we'll see. DeRozan, no, no. Right, Precious Achua, Maxime. I don't want nothing to do with none of those guys. Anthony Davis might destroy them boys right there, and no rim pressure, no defense on that back end. Like if you catch Maxime down there, he's not the greatest defender, or driving to the basket or something like that. Precious Achua can defend sometimes, but I don't know how good of a rim protector he is. Like going to the points in the paint, that should be, man, like flag and all that shit. How much is his points prop, man? Flag might get down there and hurt one of their ass too at 21.5. Starting to like him a little bit more, but I can't make anything definitive, right? So, it is what it is. 56 minutes in the books here. If I'm looking at a favorite spot on the board, and I'm looking at this Washington game, I know I like Paolo in this spot for my highest usage players. I'm going to like Garland probably number one. Then Mobley. I think Mobley and Garland are in some great spots from a usage standpoint. Pascal Siakam and Nembhard, but Pascal Siakam is a more polished, better scorer than Nembhard. Zion, LeBron, and Luka. And but from a spot perspective and it being really, really aggressive, DeAndre Ayton should be in a wonderful spot in this New Orleans game. Fox, really love this spot for Fox in the backcourt. Like Memphis has nobody to stop this backcourt. And then Champagne, this Memphis not rebound the ball. We went through this already. Miami, I just whatever, right? And then like this back end right here, they don't have a lot. They don't have a lot here for this for this Sacramento team here. So they don't have a lot, bro. They don't have a lot of defense back there. So those are some spots where you can, take advantage of, you know what I'm saying? And we'll just see like that. Yeah. And that's it, man. We done went through the slate. And I got to get busy. Like I said, I got to get busy. Birthday Saturday. I'll be ripping, running each and every day. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do as far as streaming and recording, but I'm going to figure something out. Then I got work, 8th grade night, basketball, all this stuff for my son. It's just a lot coming up for me this week. I might be busy, but, it is what it is. Make sure you keep an eye out on me on Tails. The plays that I dropped yesterday hit 1 of 3. That 2-leg parlay, that hit, but the other big cards did not hit, right, when it came to those parlays. But straights are major key, man. Straights are major key. I didn't put all the plays to the side, but I'll go through some of the plays, man. Anthony Davis was in a great spot. Najee Marshall. I like Najee Marshall at 12.5 points. Going to the basket, I like him. Adebayo, at least for a 3, Wiggins, 1.5 threes. Aldama can hit the 1.5. Jaren can hit the 1.5. Wells can hit the 1.5. Wemby can hit the 1.5 at plus 136. Champagne is got tremendous value for a double-double here. Fox, beautiful spot. No defense on the back end. Him and Castle, and even guys like Harper and coming off the bench. This backcourt is trash defensively for Memphis. You could also look at the team total for San Antonio. Murphy, he's in an okay spot. You know, you got LeBron out there. You got Luka out there. They're not sticking no defense like that. Jeremiah Fears, the 3.5 assists and his points could be in play, I guess. Ayton, you know, the double-double is an okay spot for him in it right here, man. It's a wonderful spot. Let's see if he can make the best of it. We'll see. LeBron James, this is the spot that I'm willing to ladder his rebounds up. I'm really willing to ladder his assists up, right? I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like this is one of those times where he could, or even a double-double, he could probably squeak one out, right? But I think the value for LeBron is going to be on his assists and his points line. Luka can go out there and get busy, right? Marcus Smart, 1.5 threes as a parlay piece. 2.5. Be looking to live bet him. For 3. LaRavia, his points prop, I don't mind it. Pascal Siakam, his back-to-back games. Twice this year he gave him 25 points or better. The usage will be there for him. No Benedict Mathurin. Same thing for Aaron Naismith for the threes, and then for the Nemhart for the points and assists. You could definitely look at his points too, though. Dean Wade, 1.5 threes, no Spider, right? No Spider. Darius Garland in a wonderful spot, right along with him and Mobley, right? Mobley lines are pretty efficient at 30 for the points plus rebounds. I just put that up there just so I don't forget the double-doubles in play. Keep an eye out on Jared Allen. He's questionable because he could probably be out in this situation. Wendell Carter, beautiful spot for centers, points plus rebounds in play. Wendell Carter, gonna have, Paulo Banchero's gonna have the usage, man. So he's gonna have the usage, right? Then you looking at Desmond Bain, 1.5 threes is a parlay piece, and then his 2.5 threes is around 250. Going up against, plus 150. Going up against this team, we'll see what can happen. He also drops dimes. Speaking of dimes, Anthony Black drops dimes too. His points plus assists are in play. This line is efficient though, so I can see you fading it. But the 1.5 3 for Anthony Black has been a staple for him. He's probably over an 8 of 10. No Suggs. You already know what the deal. Peace out.